Alright, we finally made it to the part 4 of GTA devlog. You guys wouldn't stop spamming me in the comments about it, so here it is, the part 4 that you've all been waiting for. In the last 3 videos, we built a GTA style open world game from scratch. We added character controls, shooting mechanics, NPCs, drivable cars. You can even hijack cars from NPCs, shoot them and run them over, just like GTA. But something was still missing, the cops. Without police, you could cause all the chaos in the city with no one to stop you. And that's just not GTA. Because if you're a criminal, there's gotta be someone chasing you down. So in this video, we're adding the wanted level system and a few extra features to make the game even crazier. So without any further ado, let's begin developing. First I started by looking for a police model. Mixamo didn't have any, so I went over to Sketchfab and found this one. Then I tried rigging it in Mixamo and yeah, it completely messed it up. Like, what even is this? Then I found another police model and luckily this one was actually T-posing. Mixamo rigged it perfectly, unlike the last one which was just chilling. So yeah, this one worked fine. I slapped all the animations I needed, the gun walking, the normal running, and of course the gun pointing. So I imported the model to Unity and surprise surprise, no textures. It was just plain white. Obviously we need to extract the texture, so let's extract it. So turns out the material surface was set to transparent instead of opaque, and since we're making a GTA game and not a horror game, let's set it to opaque. So then I asked ChatGPT to create the police script. Here's how it works. The cop chases the player around the town using the nav mesh, and when he gets closer, he switches to the gun pointing walk. And if he gets really close, he starts aiming the gun. And if you stand there doing nothing for 3 seconds, you'll get busted. But if you try to run, he'll start shooting at you. It's pretty much the same how GTA cops work. Next I gave the cop a gun model and attached it to his hand bone so that no matter what animation he's playing, the gun stays in his hand. And now as you can see, when I get close, he points gun at me. If I walk away, he starts gun walking after me. And if I go even further, he's gonna run towards me. Then I asked ChatGPT to set up the shooting mechanics. It's gonna use the raycast just like how we did the shooting for the player. Then I added the muzzle flash particle system. Now the cop is actually shooting at me, but like I said, he shouldn't start blasting right away. That's just unfair. First he should try to arrest you, and if you stay still, you get busted. If you start running, that's when he opens fire. So yeah, I made ChatGPT tweak the script that way. Right now, even though the cop is shooting, it's not actually doing anything because the player doesn't have the health bar yet. So I made a script called the player health. This stores the value of the player's health. Whenever the cop shoots, it reduces the health through that script. And now when we test it, the health is going down every time the police hits the player. Now whenever the player's health hits 0, you can see that it prints player is dead. Now that's how the shooting system works. I also added a value called accuracy, which controls how often the cop actually hits you. Right now the cop has an accuracy of 20, so he misses a lot of shots, which feels about right. He's not a sharpshooter, but later when higher officers like the FBI or military shows up, they'll have way higher accuracy. So yeah, good luck surviving that. Now whenever the shot hits the player, I added some blood particle effect we used for the NPC, so it's clear when you actually get shot. I also set up the health bar to display the player's health properly, and when it drops to 0, the player dies by turning into a ragdoll. Now obviously we can't make the Euphoria style physics like in GTA, so we'll have to stick with Unity's ragdoll system. It's not perfect, it's kinda goofy sometimes, but it gets the job done. Next up we have the classic GTA wasted screen. Basically when the player dies, the game should show that and then reload the scene. First step, we need to do the slow motion. I set the time.timescale to 0.1 since the default is 1, so making it 0.1 would make everything 10 times slower. And yeah, it worked, but the ragdoll looks super weird, like it was running at 5 frames per second or something. While the rest of the game was working fine, I couldn't figure out why that was happening, so I asked ChatGPT and it said that I should multiply the time.fixedDeltaTime by time.deltaTime, and somehow that actually fixed it. But now there's a new problem. Instead of dying normally, my player is just flying away. Like bro, you got shot. not hit by a missile. Dude's flying away like it's a South Indian action movie. I tried asking ChatGPT why this was happening, but even it was not able to figure it out, so I was like, screw it. I'm gonna keep it this way, it looks hilarious. I even gave the gun a rigid body, so when the player dies, the gun also flies out of his hands.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch.
It's gonna look funnier once the wasted screen pops up. Next up for the wasted screen, we need the black and white effect, and I had no clue how to do the monochrome effect in Unity. So I asked ChatGPT and found out that we need the post-processing effect. I created a new post-processing volume and added color adjustments and lowered the saturation and bumped up the contrast a bit. It showed up in the editor, but when I played the game, it was not working. After a long back and forth with ChatGPT, I finally realized that the URP asset I was using didn't have the post-processing enabled. I turned that on and bam, it worked. To make it look even cooler, I added the vignette effect. Now it looks pretty sick. Next, I found the wasted logo and set up the UI black background, just like how it is in GTA 5. I wanted it to appear 2.5 seconds after the player dies, but when I played it, the logo never showed up. I was confused, so I asked ChatGPT, and turns out I was using delta time for the timer. But since we slowed the time to 0.1, 2.5 seconds in game would become 25 seconds. Nice. So instead I switched to wait for seconds real time, and now it works perfectly.
I believe I can fly.
Next, I added the health bar for the police and gave them the ragdoll. Now I can shoot them just like the NPCs, and it works perfectly. I even tested multiple cops at once and it all worked just the way I wanted it. But then I realized there's a problem. The cops can only shoot us when we're on foot. When we are inside the car, they can't touch us. Basically, we become invincible. So we should have a way for the police to damage the car too. Otherwise, the game won't be fair.
They see me rolling, they hate it.
Okay, that happens because I forgot to disable the collider of the ragdoll when we're inside the car. Let me just fix that quick. Before we jump into the vehicle destruction, I realized I forgot something in this game. That was the camera collision. We did this in the Crazy Auto devlog, but back in the earlier GTA devlogs, I didn't get it working. Now that I finally figured it out, I decided to bring it over here. I gave the Crazy Auto camera script to ChatGPT and asked it to add the same collision logic in our GTA camera. And somehow it actually worked. Now the camera has proper collision detection. I also did the same for the car camera. Great, so that's working. Now let's move on to the vehicle destruction. Now let's make a car health script. The car will have its own health, which goes down whenever the police shoots it or if we shoot it ourselves. When the health hits 0, the car will start burning, and after 5 seconds it will explode. I'll also swap the material to a burned black one and disable the wheels, just like how it is in GTA. So yeah, I'm trying to replicate that and make it look like a proper burned car. Next, I went to Unity Asset Store to find the fire and explosion particles, and I actually found what I needed. They look pretty realistic and I was happy with them. Let's test it out. Whoa, that fire looks amazing. It even has sound effects and the lighting is spot on, man. I could just keep exploding cars and look at this fire. Man, this is so fun. Now here's a problem we have. I can still enter inside the burning car, and you are not supposed to do that. It's hot as hell, bro. So when the car starts burning, I'm going to change the tag to untagged, so the player can no longer detect the car object. Now I've added the same car health and explosion system to all the cars in the game, and I can just roam around and blow all the cars up. Now what happens if we're sitting inside the car when it explodes? Yeah, nothing will happen because we haven't coded it yet. So we have to make sure that the player dies if they are inside the car during the explosion. So when the car explodes, I'm calling the take damage function with 100 damage. Basically, it's an instant kill. Now when the car blows up, the player dies and the wasted screen pops up. I also made sure that the fire starts smoothly instead of just popping up, and it fades out gradually too, so it feels more natural. One thing I forgot earlier was the busted sign, so I grabbed the logo from the internet, and now if the player stands still when the police shows up, you get busted. Then I added the code to reload the scene after getting busted or wasted. And now finally, let's add the wanted level system that you've all been waiting for, which is basically the soul of any GTA game. I set up the integer called wanted level, which is having a range from 0 to 100. At 0, it's just chill and no problem. Once it hits 20, you get 1 star wanted level. At 40, it's 2 stars, and so on. Each star will bring more cops to chase you down, just like in GTA. Except for now, we're only dealing with the police and no military or FBI yet. We'll save that for the future. So now for every crime you do, like shooting randomly, shooting people, blowing up cars, hijacking, or straight up killing someone, is gonna bump up your wanted level. And it's not the same for everything. It depends on how serious the crime is. Shooting a few bullets in the air, that's small. Blowing up a car, that's gonna get you in real trouble. Basically, each action calls the wanted level manager script and cranks up the heat accordingly. While playing, I realized that making each star the same amount of chaos just didn't feel right. It was too easy to rack them up, so instead of 0 to 100, I stretched it from 0 to 200. Now, the first star requires 20 crime points, then second requires 50, and third requires 100, 150, then finally 200. Basically, the higher the star, the harder it is to reach it. Makes sense, right? You gotta earn the chaos. That's how if you like to say it. I realized pretty quick that if I keep spawning these cops endlessly, the whole scene is gonna get flooded and the game is gonna get crashed. So yeah, that's not good. To fix that, I added a limit on how many cops can be active at a scene at once, no matter how much chaos you create. This is gonna prevent your system from exploding with hundreds of cops in the scene. Then I drew the wanted star in paint.net and then imported it into Unity and set it up with an array of these stars. As your wanted level goes up, the more of these stars will light up. It instantly gives you that GTA style vibe. I ran into this super annoying issue with the aiming. Every time I press the aim button, the camera would snap downwards. I spent a lot of time trying to fix it. First I asked ChatGPT, then I tried Copilot, and while it fixed the aiming issue, it completely broke the camera collision. Then finally I asked DeepSeek, and it told me that the camera might be colliding with the player itself. That's why that was happening. I disabled the player layer from the collision mask, and guess what? It actually worked. So yeah, that's the lesson. If one AI doesn't solve it, then ask another AI. Eventually you will land on the solution. Hope you learned a thing or two from this devlog. And that's gonna be it for this video. Next up, I might add the FBI and military if you guys want, or maybe bring more features into this GTA game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be uploading this game on my itch.io page. You can try it out for yourself. Thanks for watching the video. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.